Hi, it's Don Sanders here, and I really appreciate the fact that you've turned out today for the webinar. And we're going to try and figure out how to sell promo in an all digital world. And what I'm speaking about or trying to talk about on that is promo selling is not going to work just on a digital basis. What you've got to do is pair it with human interaction to be successful. I want to thank all the suppliers that are on the screen. These suppliers help me put these webinars together. They are all ones that I have bought from in the past from a long time ago. Southern Plus, Pin Machine, Logomats, Quickie, Promo Social Post for Facebook and LinkedIn help. Edwards is in every one of my webinars. Flex Systems, the rest of them are all up on the screen. I would not recommend a supplier to you unless that supplier would treat you properly. Now, with that said, let's talk about how to sell the digital world. The way I think you should do it is by making it as human as you can. After all, humans are being hired today to correct mistakes made by AI services. They still cannot think like human beings. Creative sales approaches. That means contacting your prospects and customers in different ways than you thought about previously. Stay consistent. Social media marketing, digital marketing is not a once a week thing. It is an everyday thing. And the most important thing about being successful in digital marketing is to not get your feelings hurt. I'm honest with you. I am a sensitive person and it hurts my feelings if I email somebody, if I call them, if I text them, and they don't return it. You've got to get over that and understand that who you're dealing with is in a different situation than you are, and be patient and then go at them in a different way. So the feelings hurt thing is something that I came up with that I really believe strongly in. We have three great coupons on the screen right now. Alexa Springs, I always talk about their great spring water. Burley-Camp, great USA made supplier, has a great product. Motorcycle kickstand pads are great for fall promotions. And Apogee, my friend John Gauchi runs Apogee, and right there on the screen is a $50 off a coupon on an order of $150. That is a deal that is too good to be true. Now, I got off on this because I got fooled by cars in a box. I had seen the Carvana ads forever. I asked a friend of mine, and they said they'd used Carvana and had a great experience. So I tried to buy a little Buick Ford Encore on from Carvana, and the whole thing went perfectly until I went out to pick the car up, and the car would not start. That means a human being had never tried to start that car before it got to the Carvana place. So when I got out to my appointment, they told me that the car would not start, and they really didn't know what it was wrong with it. And what did I want to do? Well, I didn't know what I wanted to do because I thought Carvana would have checked the car out before I went and picked it up. The only way it ever got solved is I got out of it by human interaction. I got somebody to look into it. They told me exactly that it was either the battery, the starter, or whatever. I thought, man, I'm not buying this car from Carvana if they don't even check the cars out before you come and pick them up. That's how I got off on human interaction being needed in digital or in the computer marketing world. Free screen charge for trainer on the screen. Second supplier I bought an order from way back. Logomats. I always talk about Logomats. And Flex Systems. My friend Diane Chapman owns Flex Systems. They make the coolest two-dimensional polymer labels that you can decorate almost any product in the world with. Now, you can FaceTime customers. I know a lot of distributors do not do that. And with the way new phones are set up now, you can include different flyers and images. And I'm going to give you this little message. Want to be real human in the digital marketing? FaceTime your customers. Phones now can include product videos and product flyers that will pop in during your conversation. Want a little subtle advertising for pins from Snugs? That's the way to do it.
Customers will see the product, they'll know that you are able to get those for them, and they will know that you're a human being and not a computer.
And that is the truth. And right now, I've got those two great flyers on the screen for Snugs. A lot of distributors do not know that Snugs carries an almost full range of pins. And I love Snugs. I'm going to talk about them a lot in this presentation because they are a great supplier. Customer care at snugsyusa.com if you would like to receive pin samples from Snugs. Now, I got on Snapchat about 2 months ago, not by my own fruition. It was suggested to me by a friend of mine who made that, took my photo and then made me into a clown. You know, I never would have done that on my own, but I think it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I thought I'd get on those things, Snapchat and TikTok. And you know, I've got a bunch of my contacts are on those services, which I never thought they would. I thought they were way too serious to be on those things. Be on Snapchat and TikTok, and I'm telling you, you'll find people on there that you would not have believed are actually on those services. A little way to get alternate marketing. Free apron sample on the screen right now. I'm going to show you a couple of sample offers from Edwards today. All you've got to do is take your camera on your phone and put it on that QR code, and when it freezes up on it, it'll show you a little form that comes up. And then after the presentation here, you can fill out the form and pick out a free apron sample from Apron. Costs you absolutely nothing. They will even pay for the shipping to send it to you. And there's a great coupon right there for Cloth Promotions. I have dealt with them since they started more than 20 years ago. Now, shared interest is the way you get people to pay attention to you in the digital world. One of the things that I believe the strongest in is animals and dogs and cats, and I belong to the SPCA of Dallas, and I work with them and do volunteer work with them.
Add the human touch any way you can in the digital marketing world. One of the easiest ways to do that is share photographs of your travels, your pets, your hobbies with people on LinkedIn and Facebook. If someone comes along and they like what they're seeing from you, they will send photographs to you of the same things they like. That is just like back in the day when we could actually go out and make sales calls on people.
Amazing how you could actually go out and make sales calls. But I use digital marketing just like when I used to go out and see people to connect with others. And a great way I do that is I am on Facebook. I've got about 1,000 Facebook friends, and I am always posting pictures of things that I do and places I go. And 8 years ago, I went to Havana. I went to Cuba, and I posted my whole trip to Cuba on Facebook. There I am with a cool guy with a Panama hat sitting in his 1957 Chevrolet. There I am with the man who would, the car parker at the Hotel Nacional. I've got his hat on. The green car, I rode in that car, 1950 car that was completely restored on the outside and looked like bad on the inside. But what a ride it was. At the bottom, I am at Ernest Hemingway's ship with the beautiful African-American woman. There are two dogs with Cuban hats on, and there is our tour director. People would comment about, Don, why did you go to Cuba? How did you like it, et cetera, et cetera. And I got a lot of likes, and I got a lot of likes because I went to Cuba. Now, here's a great way that bonding on Facebook has worked with one of the sponsors of this webinar. Brandon Brown is my dear friend, is the head of marketing for Snugs. We have bonded on Facebook about football. He loves Utah. I went to TCU. TCU is in the Big 12 with Utah this year, and we just we exchange photographs all the time, and I have bonded with Brandon Brown over Utah football. There he is with his children at their first game when they played Utah State. And when you get to the point when pictures are coming to you like this from customers, you know you've got a customer for life. You can get samples from Snugs of their great items that can be sold for elections. If you're not doing volunteer work for elections this year, you must do it. I talk about in all these webinars, election volunteering causes you to meet like-minded people. That means finding buyers that believe the way that you do. Customer care at snugsyusa.com if you would like to have patriotic lanyards, cups, hand sanitizer, etc. Great market to sell, especially this year. Now, let's talk about promo social posts. My friend Greg Blumstein, I talk about in every one of these webinars. He is a distributor just like you, just like me. He likes to help distributors, and for a modest price per month, I believe it's about $50 a month, he will help you on LinkedIn and Facebook on how to post and even post and design those posts for you. It's Greg at promosocialpost.com. Here's a few of the things that he does. He includes product videos and posts that he sends to your customers. He does this 3 times a week, and he's always providing fresh content. He has nice dynamic content, engaging posts, ones that make people open them up, and he can add direct links to posts that take viewers straight to your product pages. I'm going to show you how to get 2 months for free with Greg a little bit later here in the show. Train your social media contacts to text you. You've got to do that by using creative subject lines to get your messages noticed. If you're trying to sell some magnets, your tagline should be buy magnets that do not fall off surfaces. The reason being is cheap magnets fall off of refrigerators and off of filing cabinets. Quickie magnets do not. So if you want a great magnet supplier, go to Quickie. They're not the cheapest, but they are the best. Like to have a magnet selling kit? Info at quickie.com. Creative subject lines get you open, not corny ones that say buy magnets now. We offer the cheapest magnets around, buy promo products from us, $10 discount, blah, blah, blah. Speak to quality and reliability, and you will get your post and your emails open. So you need to move, friends, from Facebook communication to texting. That is the way to get a greater response rate. That's what my goal is with anybody I meet on Facebook. I want to move them on to texting. Now, you need to sell holiday mats right now. I talk about mats in all of these webinars, but right now you can sell mats for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, all the holidays that are coming up. By selling one mat, let's say you met somebody at a political fundraiser and you sell them a mat with their name on it. Well, then you can turn around and try and sell them holiday gifts. That means for all of their customers. And one of the ways I get that going is by starting off by selling one mat. M. Wadsworth at logomatsllc.com for samples. In fact, Miles will send you a free logo mat selling kit if you will just email him. Now is the time to sell calendars. I help Bensel. Bensel has the greatest little cool calendars that you can show your customers. Now is the time. Calendars repeat year after year after year. Carla Madlock, C. Madlock at Bensel.com will send you a calendar sample kit, as well as chewing gum samples, a lighted USB charger that goes in your wall, and there's a great $25 off an order coupon from Bensel. Order those calendar samples and get out and show your customers now, because then next year in September, you'll get a repeat order by just somebody calling you and reordering. Post-fall selling ideas. Now, I'm talking about Flex Systems. They make all kinds of great labels for different fall and winter products, like beanies. They have two-dimensional labels that will go on beanies, hats, backpacks, jackets, And here's a little Flex Systems
Flex
show.
Systems is a U.S. manufacturer that can supply you with custom patches and labels. Why Flex Systems? Fast service, manufactured in USA. Low minimums. We decorate. Just send us your blanks. One-stop shopping. Send us your project and let's get started.
If you'd like to have a label sample kit, Diane C. at flexsystems.com. I've known Diane since for 20 years, and she is an up and up supplier. She's in San Diego, and she can take your blank goods, she can decorate them and ship them back out for you. And she is a member of the Authorized Decorator Network for Sanmar. That means she can decorate North Face, Ogio, Carhartt, Eddie Boyer, Nike, all of the top line products. So if you're looking for alternate decorating methods, Flex Systems is the best there is. Now let's talk about LinkedIn. When you get on LinkedIn, don't just go and just click on the thing that says, can I join you on LinkedIn? Always include a non-pushy connect request. No selling allowed. Don't hawk on LinkedIn and Facebook until you get to know people. The message that I send people is I would be honored to connect with you. I get a higher connection rate by adding that message. And be a premier LinkedIn account holder. You can get a LinkedIn account for free, but I pay the $70 a month because for a preferred account, because I get access to more contacts, I can send more LinkedIn requests, and it gets me further along on getting the number of LinkedIn people to connect with me that I like. Now, Innovation Line, I talk about one of their products in every one of these webinars. They've got the greatest little tote bag, which is made from lightweight material, and it is strong. Comes in 4 colors, and that little bag is so strong. If you'd like to have a sample of it, it's Chris at innovation-line.com, and he will send you a sample absolutely for free. This is a great product, and it's just easy to sell, and everybody needs it. Now remember about LinkedIn, premier account holder is what you need to be. Now tout the fact that you're an Apple seller. I talk about Sunjoy in all of the webinars because I know Harrison Few, who owns Sunjoy, he is a stand-up guy. Sunjoy is selling Apple products in this industry. I believe they're the only supplier who does that. You can get anything, almost anything Apple related imprinted from down there at the bottom of the screen. I believe that's an iPad, to Apple TV. There are Apple earbuds. There are these Apple tracker things. There are Apple headphones. The trackers, the headphones, they have everything from Apple that you can get imprinted. Bella at sunjoy.us. If you will send her an email, she will tell you how to sell Apple products. And here's a little Apple show.
Selling in the digital world means knowing about digital products. So I would be out talking to my customers about Apple products. You want to look like you know what you're doing, offer those to your customers, and I guarantee you most of them will say, well, I didn't know I could get those with my logo on it. Great way to get in the door and have an introduction for a new customer. Sunjoy offers Apple products. A lot of people don't know that either. That is who I would go to for them. And remember, if you sell Apple, you've got a good reputation already going in.
Yeah, Bella at sunjoy.us. If you want to learn how to do this, she'll send you a little instructional sheet on how to sell Apple products. Makes you look very, very professional. Now, create favicons for social media posting. I've talked about this before. All the little marks with my shoes, there are 5 of them at the top. I have gotten to where I have marketed myself with my branded shoes that I wear at all the shows that I attend. And all I have to do now is include one of those images and people know it's me. If you get to the point where you can use an image that stands for you without your name, then you have branded yourself correctly. Create favicons. If you use Promo Social Post, they can also, and they can point your post to your favicons, and on the left at the bottom there is a product pitch that Greg at Promo Social Post created with me, with my business card, which is at the top, which shows my colorful shoes as opposed to mundane black shoes. So if you create favicons and you make them cool, you'll get noticed by customers. Now, do social media organizational apps help? Well, I really don't know, but if you want to check into them, you can. But I am at the point where I can keep up with this pretty much myself. But the reason that I am going to talk about this and include a virtual branded showroom here from Showdown Displays is the fact that you can create a virtual showroom with Showdown Displays that you can send this, excuse me, to your customers. info@showdowndisplays.com if you'd like to know how to set up a virtual showroom. I talk about bottled water in every one of these webinars. I'm not going to talk about much about bottled water today, besides the fact that Alexa Springs would like to have your business. They have no setup fees. They have free samples. They have in-house artwork design, free specs, and they have 7 shipping locations. A lot of water suppliers will use bait and switch techniques on you. They will add zone charges to your orders. Alexa Springs does not do that. They ship from the 7 locations shown on the map above. And one thing, if you want to pitch about plastic bottles, is an environmental issue. A lot of brokers that sell water have to ship bottles, which causes more pollution by bottles having to be transported. Alexa Springs makes their own bottles in Mount Ida, Arkansas. Right there in that picture where those 2 big steel water tanks are, that building makes water bottles. So the bottles are made there, the labels are made there, the water comes from there. So if you want a little environmental push on a company that makes their own bottles to cut down on freight costs, Brian at alexasprings.com if you need to have bottled water samples. It is time to sell pink awareness products right now. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October 1st. Southern Plus has a great pink umbrella that when it's rained on, the imprints show up. So you've got a pink umbrella, and in the rain, the black awareness ribbon comes up on the umbrella. This is very, very cool. Southern Plus also has pink bags, pink coolers, pink duffel bags. If you would like to have pink product samples, it's order entry at southernplus.com. Time to be selling pink products now. Southern Plus can also send you October Breast Cancer Awareness flyers. There's 2 on the screen here, one on the left, which you can send with the Southern Plus information, or if you want to put your own logo on it, the one on the right, which I've added my Don Sanders marketing card to. Order entry at southernplus.com. If you will just email them, they will send you these flyers. And if you'll ask them, they'll even put your logo on the flyer and then send the image back to you for you to either print or to email to people. Now, here are 3 other suppliers that have got pink products. Burlacamp. I talked about Burlacamp earlier with the motorcycle kickstand pans. They have come out with pink products this year where they are great things that you can sell, which are long lasting, which are pink or have pink images on them. Cloth Promotions has an oodle band. I'm going to show you a little video about that in a minute, but they have pink awareness ribbons. They have pink phone holders, and here's Snugs, which I talked to you about it before. They have a whole line of pink products. Here are the email addresses for all these three suppliers, if you'd like to have pink samples or those product pitch ads sent directly to you. Now let's talk about AI assistants. Here's what I'm going to tell you about that. I'm getting these every day about people telling me if I need help with AI, they're the ones to help me.
Watch out how you use AI assistants early on. If you use them too much, you're certainly losing your human touch. There's a place for AI assistants, but know what you're doing exactly. You do not want to be sending the same type of information, created proposals and outlines when other distributors are using AI. Differentiate yourself by figuring out how it will work for you.
You get too much AI related, then you're phony, just like the computer, just like the Carvana problem I had. So use AI in a tempered way until you learn how it will benefit you. Trainer at the bottom, Bensel coupon at the top of the screen. Now, please watch this little show from Cloth Promotions. This is the Oodle band that I talked to you about. It is a programmable wristband that can also come in a split ring key tag. You can program that chip to do anything that you want it to do. This is a great item for back to school, for any organizational purposes. If you would like to have a sample of this, it's Scott at clothpromotions.com. This is cutting edge technology for the future. You can use these for races and walks. When you sign up for the race or walk, you go the day to sign in. They give you an Oodle band that is programmed with information that they want to provide you during the day. The same thing can be done with children's activities at school. This is a cutting edge product. If you'll email Scott, he will send you a sample. If you're not doing this, you're going to be behind the curve quickly. Now let's talk about selling holiday orders by selling one first. John Gauchi, my friend from Apogee, he's going to talk to you here for about 30 seconds. He is one of the coolest guys, and he is going to talk to you a little bit about awards, which if you'll sell one award to somebody now, then you can maybe sell all of their promo items for their holiday party.
Thanks for having me, Don. I get asked a question all the time. What's the key to selling recognition? Well, you have to talk about recognition, right? You've got to ask your clients, what are the award programs they're doing that they love, and just smile and shut up. Or you can show them a plaque, something that's a little bit different. Not the old standard ugly plaque. Maybe show them something a little bit different. At Apogee, our plaques look different. They don't have to look like the plaques did back in 1980, right? Show them a different plaque. That might be the key to selling recognition. Back to you, Don.
John is the nicest man in the world. Here are 3 coupons on the screen right now. They're all $50 off a $150 order. The reason I'm showing you all 3 is it's giving you some different product ideas. Apogee produces only one award. They are in Minnesota. This is an American-made product. These are not blanks brought in by mega wholesalers that are just cut cheap glass. This is stuff that is handmade, and just one is all you need to buy. There's John's card on the screen, and I will have his email address again for you at the end of the presentation. Now, you need to start selling holiday gifts now. Snugs has a wish book. There's a cover up at the top left-hand corner of the screen. It's about 30 pages, and it has the coolest Germain products, like the ones that are flashing on the screen right now. Those are some Wounded Warrior products. that are coming up that are great for outdoor activities. At the bottom is a great thermal tote bag. This is a great little product idea book that you can email and text to your customers and get them to open it up and look at those products and then follow up with them by phone call to see which of the products they like the most. It is time to start showing holiday things now. Ad Capital, who I love, this supplier in Monroe, North Carolina. They are American made, and all these products on the screen, like that Dow wall calendar, that's old style marketing right there. But what a cool thing to show people. They'd say, I haven't seen that in a long time. The dials are at the top of the bottom to hold the calendar in pace. Ad Capital also makes chimney stockings and Santa hats. You want a sample of any of those three products, sales team at adcapital.com. Stand-up supplier with American-made products. Lance Dunn owns the supplier, and he is a stand-up person. Now, if you'll get your phone out right now, if you haven't done it, and you will scan that QR code. I've got two great Edwards samples for this presentation. A point gray dress shirt, which would be a great product or a great item as a holiday gift for customers, or that herringbone zip up sweater. If you will just take that and scan that QR code, and then at the end of the show, you can open up the order form and you get to pick which one of the point gray samples you want or which one of the herringbone samples you want. Edwards sends it to you absolutely free with no shipper number. If you're not doing this, there's something wrong, because what have you got to lose by ordering the sample? Now I'm going to talk about Snugs again with Thermos. Yeti and Stanley is hard to get. If you're having a hard time, excuse me, with customers that are looking for Stanley or Yeti and can't get it for Christmas or Hanukkah, you can get Thermos from Snugs. It is a product that's been longer than Yeti and Stanley, and it is a quality alternative to both of those brands. And the main thing about it is you can get the product. You don't have to wait on it. Now, if you want to do some online marketing and search out first-time people to be calling on, Seamless.ai is the service that I've used. I got this site recommended to me by Edwards, who is looking to expand their market. You can sign up for Seamless.ai, and I believe they have a premium service too. But you can search company names and get current contact names, phone numbers, and email addresses. Don't buy mailing lists. Mailing lists are old the day you get them. 50% of mailing lists that you buy, the information is inaccurate. Seamless.ai is accurate and up-to-date information. Flex Systems on the screen, $50 off Sunjoy, Alexa Springs Trainer again, and Bensol. Now let's talk about the Wounded Warrior program. I give $50 a month to Wounded Warrior because I was not in the military. I was not drafted and I did not join. And the way I try and give back to this is give the Wounded Warrior program money. Now, Snugs is always pitching the Wounded Warrior program, and they gave a check for $107,000 to the Wounded Warrior program at the PPAI show in Las Vegas in January. I took that picture. You want to pitch something to customers that's good for service people that have been injured. This is a way to do it. Base Camp products from Snugs are a great Christmas or holiday gift. Now you can create custom videos with QuickTime. If I can do this, you can do it. I'm going to show you a little shoe cover video here I've created to say that Ad Capital will send to distributors to get them to sell shoe covers. All you've got to do is just change the images and you can make the same type of thing for yourself.
Hi, I'm Don Sanders. I've been a distributor for a very long time and successful because I've sold products for Ad Capital. And one of the coolest little products that they've just come out with are their shoe covers that you sell to realtors. what a great item this is. When a family gets in the car with a realtor, that person will give each one of the family members shoe covers, and they put them on when they go in houses, and they take them off when they get out of the houses. The branding from this product is excellent because the buyers see the realtor's logo on every time they put the shoe cover on. If you'd like to have a sample of one, the email address to obtain that would be shown below. And if you ever have any questions about Ad Capital products, just let me know. Thanks.
Now, I could turn that video around easily. I made that on QuickTime. All I've got to do is edit it out, and I could change that, and I could make it directly to send it to realtors. Not so much pitching Ad Capital, but pitching the fact that shoe covers would be a great item for realtors to buy. Now, Trainer has got a sample of the month program. They had this going for years and they stopped it, and now they've come back out with it. If you would like to have a sample every month sent to you from Trainer, it could be a napkin kit, it could be a cup, a coffee wrap. You can get virtual products or you can get actual products. All you have to do is email Chantal T at trainergraphics.com. Okay, I got GHL, that should be an I, trainergraphics.com. Sorry for the error. She will send you a form that all you have to do is fill it out. There it is on the right. You will put on there whether you want a virtual or a physical sample sent to you. And Trainer will do that every month for the rest of your life. This is a great way to get refreshed ideas and to get virtual or actual samples to send to your customers. If you're not doing this, you're just like the thing with Edwards. You're not taking advantage of things that will sell you orders. Now, I talked about Greg at promosocialpost.com. He has email services in addition to doing his Facebook and LinkedIn work for you. He will send different product idea pitches like the ones that are on the screen on the left and the right with your logo on them, and he will send those to your prospects, to your customer list, which you have provided him with. He will not steal your customers. He does this to help distributors just like I do. And I'm going to show you how to get 2 months free with Greg at the end of the show. Now, you need to refresh your site frequently, keep it up to date. If you're going to have people coming to see your digital marketing efforts, you need to make changes daily, update keywords, share on social media, make sure all your links are worth. There's not much that'll bum anybody out than clicking on the link and it says link not available. You've got to keep that up to date, and you've got to keep pages properly formatted. If you'd like to have a complete lapel pin sample kit, you can get that from Pen Machine. Pen Machine bought out Gempire last year. I've talked about that a lot. I think everyone should understand that Pen Machine, or Gempire is now Pen Machine. You can get a free spec sample from Pen Machine. Here's another actual opportunity to get a product sample to send to a prospective customer. Michael at penmachine.com if you'd like to have a lapel pin sample kit, or send a logo to Michael and he will create an actual lapel pin for you. Now, I'm going to talk about another little product here from Ad Capital that I guarantee you have not seen.
Since we're talking about digital marketing, a great little product to show customers is a Star Chamois from Ad Capital. I bet you've never seen this little product. It will clean the screens on phones, iPads, computers, and LED TVs. That's the important part. Do not scratch those screens. It is something that will make those screens sparkle. Like a sample of the product, the email address, salesteam@adcapital.com. Just email them and say you want a sample. They'll send you one with a flyer. Show them to your customers. Something different, something new. Remember, selling in the digital world requires selling digital products.
I created that little video in my living room right there. You can do the same thing if you'd like to make something like that for your customers and email them. But sales team at adcapital.com, they'll send you a couple of little Star Chamois. It is the best cleaner I've ever seen. But the pitch is keep LED screens clean, because these things won't scratch LED screens like a lot of these cheap lens cleaning cloths do. Now let's talk about Sunjoy again. Sunjoy has a full line of electronics. You can get power banks, you can get wireless speakers, you can get wireless chargers, you can get earbuds. If you'd like to have a sample of one of those products, email your shipper number to bella@sunjoy.us and she will send you a sample right out. Remember, Sunjoy sells quality electronics, not exploding power banks like some suppliers. Great $50 off order coupon at the top of the screen. Now you can create those simple videos. I've talked about this ad nauseum. Here's one that I've made with smash lights for Bensel.
Bensel produces smash lights. They are the brightest flashlights I have ever seen in my life. And because they're flat, they're easy to carry in your pocket or purse, and they're very simple to mail. If you'd like to have a sample, I'm ready to get one right out to you. Thanks.
I made that pitch to send to my customers, offering them the chance. If I can make those on QuickTime, I guarantee you can. If you'd like to have some other Bensel samples, they've got a gator clip that will hold, my goodness, 200 sheets of paper to a filing cabinet, something like that. There is the smash light, and there's a lighted USB light. See Madlock at Bensel.com. Remember, they have the calendars too. Now let's talk about Flex Systems for the last time. You can decorate Yeti products, which I talked about, how we couldn't get Yeti products. But if you can get Yeti products, you can get them imprinted with Flex Systems labels. Same way with Allbirds shoes. You can't sew those shoes, but you can put two-dimensional polymer labels on them. Flex Systems makes these great emblems that can decorate any product there is, including Yeti and Allbirds shoes. Diane C. at flexsystems.com. Now, Ad Capital has come out with a brand new t-shirt line. If you'll hang with me, we're almost finished with the webinar, but I want to include this because Ad Capital has the chamois, they have the shoe covers, but they have started manufacturing their own t-shirts. The t-shirts will be in North Carolina. They are being printed there, and they have a one-screen process that will give you an absolutely perfect imprint like the Arnold Schwarzenegger print on that shirt, printed with a one-screen process. Sales team at adcapital.com. If you'd like to have a t-shirt sample to show you the quality of their superb work, buy these shirts from Ad Capital. They have them. Don't wait around on back-ordered products from large wholesalers because they're going to be slow to get there. You should be selling tailgating products now for football. It's out and it is hot. It's 90 degrees in Dallas today. TCU plays here Saturday night. Going to be steamy. So there will need to be tents up in the parking lots at all tailgating activities. Showdown makes table covers. They even make round table covers. And if you need breast cancer awareness tents or signs, they also have those available. Now, American-made products will be important going forward. I don't know who's going to win the election. Doesn't matter. It's going to cause a problem with China one way or another. And we are going to have delayed shipments again. So do not fall into the imported products selling trap. If you'll sell American-made products, those are obtainable and you do not have to wait. Burlacamp has inexpensive reward plaques. They have the kickstand pad holders for motorcycle riders, and they have great two-dimensional injected molded plates that can be sold to like air conditioning companies, fence companies, anywhere where a sign needs to be included, where the owner knows where to call for service. This is a plate that is better, so much better than a decal because it does not just evaporate like a sticker would. You can go out to the back of your air conditioning unit and you'll see who to call for service. Sales at burlacamp.com. if you'd like to have any of these USA made samples, which are going to be so popular when we have some type of import problem. Digitally connect with people where you spend money. Now here's Alexa Springs. I didn't know I had another slide for them, but you can sell water when you buy a car, when you go see a loved one in the hospital. Go call on the materials marketing personnel marketing the hospital. They buy bottled water. The mortgage company you deal with buys bottled water. Any zoo or aquarium you go to buys bottled water. And if you go visit a friend or a family member in an apartment, go talk to the apartment manager about bottled spring water. Brian at alexasprings.com. Also, great way to connect with people digitally by when you see somebody say, hey, let's connect on Facebook. Let's connect on WhatsApp. Let's just connect and get socially together. Now, here is promo social post. If you will email Greg after this show, Greg at promosocialpost.com, and tell him that Don Sanders told you he would give you 2 months for free, he will do that today. I know that's hokey selling, but it's the truth. Here's the free first month of free service for free. But if you will email him right now after the show, he will give you an additional month for free. Now, here are all the email addresses. I believe they're accurate from every product that I've discussed in this show. How to obtain Apple products, showdown displays, if you want flyers or information on selling tints. All those pencil samples I had, the calendars, the pins, the magnetic clips, you can get them from C. Madlock. Cloth Promotions Oodle Band, that little interactive band, the Oodle Band that you can program. Show that to people now. They are going to think you really are sharp by being so techno smart. Logo mats, Edwards, B. Keel at edwardsgarments.com. You want those samples. You want those pink product samples from Southern Plus. Their email is there. Trainer samples, Wounded Warrior. There's the rest of them all the way down the line, down to your free 2 months of social media with Greg at promosocialpost.com. Like to have the replay of this webinar? Email me, Don at sellpromoproducts.com. As soon as I get finished with the webinar, I will download it and be sending out the replay. All I can say is I really appreciate you listening to me today. If you have any ideas for me on future webinars, I would love to know. And don't forget to order that Ad Capital t-shirt sample from sales team at adcapital.com. I hope you have a great day. And next month, we're going to have a webinar specifically about selling holiday gifts. Thanks for attending.